Welcome back. Now, the Indian Army is today celebrating the 50th anniversary of its victory in the 1965 war with Pakistan. Well, it was actually the tank battle of Asal Uttar in Punjab where the Pakistani army suffered its worst losses. And in fact, the resounding defeat of Pakistani forces at Asal Uttar tilted the balance of war in India's favor.
The burnt-out remains of the pride of the Pakistan Army, the M48 Patton tank. By the time the battle at Khemkaran ended on the 10th of September 1965, 72 of these vaunted tanks were either destroyed, disabled, or captured in running condition. Dozens of other tanks met the same fate. The decisive battle took place at the village of Asal Uttar. It was indeed the Indian Army's true answer, perhaps its greatest moment in the 1965 operations, a battle where Indian armoured and infantry units were able to blunt Pakistani plans of seizing Khemkaran, advancing to the Beas river, seizing a bridge, and then turning north. If the battle had been successful for the Pakistanis, more than 11 divisions of the Indian Army, at least half its effective strength in North India at the time, would have been bypassed and isolated. Delhi would have been a one-day's drive away. This is Khemkaran today, 50 years later. This is the battlefield where, by the 7th of September 1965, the Pakistani army was in Indian territory. Khemkaran was overrun, but the Indian army was waiting in a defensive formation. Their ambush placed in sugarcane fields, the crop standing tall, yet to be harvested. The Indian army held their fire till the last moment, allowing the Pakistani tanks to drive into their trap. The attackers were annihilated. By the 10th of September, the enemy was in a desperate situation. They tried to outflank the Indian defences from the west with 2 regiments of Pattons and a squadron of Chaffees with a motorised battalion. Here, they were confronted by the tanks of 3 cavalry and 8 cavalry. And it was here that they came face to face with the bravest of the brave, Company Quartermaster Havildar Abdul Hammid. Hamid, who was in an anti-tank platoon, single-handedly destroyed 3 Pakistani tanks and shot a 4th one using nothing but a recoilless gun mounted on his jeep. For this, he was awarded the Paramveer Chakra. This is Muhammad Naseem, the man who drove the jeep Abdul Hammid was firing from.
कभी भी आते थे, जवानों से मिलते थे. कोई पोस्ट बड़ा तो था नहीं, ये कि उनका मुकद्दर था, उनको परमवीर चक्र मिला.
His wife Rasulan B tells us about her husband's bravery.
जब लड़ाई पे गई ना, सब फिर मिल के गई ना, साइकिल लेके गई ना, कुछ दूर पर भस्त हो गए, देश में नाम कर देना, आज घर पर मरते तो ना केहू जानत.
By the time these tank battles were over, the Pakistani army had been given their Asal Uttar. They had lost 97 tanks, including 72 Pattons. 32 tanks were captured in running condition. India, in contrast, lost only 5 tanks. Tara Singh was a young man who saw the fierce battle and the enemy retreat.
ਜਦੋਂ ਟੈਂਕਾਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਅੱਗ ਲੱਗੀ ਨਾ, ਜਦੋਂ ਅਬਦੁਲ ਹਮੀਦ ਨੇ ਮਾਰਿਆ ਗੋਲਾ, ਜਦੋਂ ਟੈਂਕ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਗ ਲੱਗੀ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਟੈਂਕ ਆਪਣੇ ਇਹ ਨਗਰ ਉੱਪਰ ਆਏ ਹੋਏ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਤੱਕ, ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਅੱਗ ਲੱਗੀ ਉਦੋਂ ਫਿਰ ਇਹ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਭੱਜਣੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਵੀ ਅੱਗ ਲੱਗ ਗਈ ਆ ਤੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੜਨਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਨਾ, ਜਿਉਂਦੇ ਮਰਨਾ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਸੜਨਾ ਮਨਾ. ਉਦੋਂ ਫਿਰ ਇਹ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਭੱਜੇ ਆ. ਫਿਰ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੈਦਲ ਫੌਜ ਸੀ ਨਾ, ਉਹ ਅੱਗੇ ਵਧੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਗਾਂਵ.